Hello and welcome to an unboxing video. I'm Fatui and thank you for watching the video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you are not subscribed and want to get notifications on new videos upcoming. Not doing regularly videos, but every now and then I'll pop something in. So we're going to talk a little bit about today how I want a retro game in 2021 and into the future. I am going to talk specifically about the Super Nintendo, and I have my console right here. This here is a PAL version because I'm from Europe, live in Europe. I purchased this here a long time ago, and yeah, I've been playing some games here. I actually got an open source scan converter, OSSC, and converted the RGB or component signal to HDMI and out to 1080p. And I've been testing out some things here, but the problem is that I actually own some games that are NTSC. And if you remember back in the day, the first thing is that this here console is, as I mentioned, European, meaning this here only outputs 50 Hertz. Even if you get a converter like this one here, which is US cartridge to PAL Europe cartridge, and there's also Japanese cartridge here, or EU, so you don't have to, you can hook this here in, you can use both cartridges, but I don't have it in normally. So this here is the issue, that even if you have this one here, you actually need a modification to actually get to play or to see, because it will boot up, it will power it on, but you can't, it will only output the 50 Hertz, and any game from the US is 60 Hertz. So there's a problem there. I actually own a couple of games, Secret of Evermore and Final Fantasy III on cartridge, and they work. Batteries is okay, but the problem is you cannot play it on this here hardware because it's only 50. So what I did was I went on eBay, looked a little bit around, found out there is a 50 to 60 Hertz modification you can do in these here. I did not want to modify my original because I want to have always a backup, and I also always want to have an original that is unmodified because of sentimental value. So I went ahead and got a second one. As you can see here, they are identical to some extent. The difference is this here is a little bit smaller in thickness or in height. And also this here is a Super Famicom, and that is because that that's the only one you can. There are some differentiations depending on if you want to modify some of the SNESs. You can only do it on specific versions, and this one here was done on a Super Famicom, and there is a chip in here that auto switches or can auto switch to 50 to 60 Hertz output. And what you do is you power it on, you switch between this here, and the LED is modified, so blue is 50, red is 60, and purple is auto, meaning when you pop in a game it will auto output depending on what game it's reading. So I got that to circumvent my NTSC and PAL issues. But I wasn't done here. And the reason why I wasn't done is actually because that I don't want to damage my cartridges more than anything necessary, because they are valuable. They are collector's items soon. They don't get made anymore. This here doesn't get made anymore. It is over 25 years or 30 years old almost. I think this here came out in, oh God, 86, 87, something like that. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. Anyways. No, it wasn't 87, 89, 88, 86 was, no matter, it's old as fuck, just like me. Okay, anyways, we don't want to damage this here. So I thought, okay, how can I first of all back up my cartridges and then play them? Still on original hardware, because emulators are great, but there is an issue with emulators that is, it's not 100% synced up to how the game was designed. And the clock in here is different. So if you want to get the best experience, it is playing on original hardware. There's just something about it. And you can say that, oh, there is no difference. That is your preference to hold. I feel a difference when I play them. Super Metroid and Secret of Evermore. There's just something there that I feel runs better on original hardware. And many people think the same. That is why this here was made. And what I'm talking about here is this here little baby. This here is the EverDrive from krikzz. This here is a cartridge that is also called, it was renamed FX Pack Pro. This here is also called the SD to SNES. So what this here is a cartridge that takes backups on a micro SD card and then converts it to, so you can play it on original hardware. And since I have a 50-60 Hz, it doesn't matter from which region I play games from. This here cartridge is also designed, as you can see, that it fits physically, from the looks of it, only in a PAL, but it actually has the board, so it fits both ways. So it is universal. You can pick this here up for a large price. I think it's around 180 to 200 bucks, and that is retail price. There are scalpers out there that have them in stock. I highly recommend you go to the original site and find a retailer that is approved in your region. There is a retailer in Europe. It is called everdrive.me. It is in Ukraine. They are really, really nice. Didn't have a lot of contact. Their site is okay. If you pay with a credit card, I paid through PayPal, meaning that I had a little bit more security because I was unsure of things. They were validated and everything. It took a day or two. I got an order confirmation and then they shipped it and I got tracking and everything has been great from there. The cartridge came in a package. Custom picked it up. Everything was great. Nothing here. It's just, again, sometimes you're a little bit unsure depending on the country you're going from, but it's validated and I can confirm it's okay to buy from them. US has one, I think it's Castlevania, I can't remember. Go to the official site, they have a link to where you can buy. But this here, what it does is, lets you play, as I said, from the SD card to original cartridge. There's also chips, FX chips, some extra chips on the board that support, so you can play all the special games that require some extra things back in the day, which were some of the later games. I think it's one of Star Fox games, etc., FX chips and all that. So that is pretty much how I play games now on my SNES. I will make a video also for the next upcoming thing that I also got yesterday, but I haven't made a video yet. I'm going to record it probably tomorrow, maybe, and talk a little bit about that because I have some exciting things right now. This here is just one part of my retro gaming experience that I'm going to relive and also probably going to stream at some point. And I hope you would like to join, or at least interested in all this here, and maybe you want to also get back into the experience, because FYI, this mod on this here Famicom is not needed. This is just so I can play anything anywhere. You only need this here SD to SNES cartridge to play this here. So if you have an original in the region you're from, you can get one of these here, pop it in, set it up with an SD card and play. You just need to make sure that the ROMs, or aka the backups that you have, are from the correct region, or you will get some issues regarding output. I don't think, and people can correct me in the comments, I don't think this here fixes the 50-60 Hz issue. It only does, just purely takes and does a and plays the games. That's pretty much it. So that's why I got the X one here. And it's also so I can, at some point, switch over to a cartridge if I want to, with the converter that I have here. So that's pretty much it for me. I hope you enjoyed this here video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.